Epilogue is a complete solution for capturing and documenting how key enterprise systems work. Capturing and transferring knowledge is critical at every stage in the software project lifecycle. This brief slideshow will show you how. In 2008, this key study found the #1 factor for realizing software value is effective user adoption. Unfortunately, Gartner concludes that most organizations don't have the time or resources to effectively educate employees on a new technology. And Panorama Consulting, who does an annual report on the state of ERP, said 50% of organizations in their 2012 study realized 50% or less of the projected benefits from their systems. Whether you are in systems integration, development, project management, a functional team, organization change management, training, help desk and support, or an end user, you play a role in contributing to or detracting from effective user adoption. We all learned about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, where certain needs must be taken care of first to allow us to elevate to higher levels. We suggest that achieving effective user adoption also has some fundamental needs that need to be taken care of first, and that begins with a solid foundation. We believe that foundation is where your end users work, at the transaction and process level. As a complete platform for software documentation, Epilogue is comprised of 3 components: author, publisher, and advisor. Epilogue Author captures and records how your application works, not like screen recorders and screen capture tools such as Captivate, Camtasia, or Snagit, but digging deeper into your application and providing real information about how your application works from a user's point of view. Epilogue Publisher is the web-based engine serving several purposes: content repository, review and QA workflow manager, and systems administration for monitoring, reporting, and overall process management. Lastly, Epilogue Advisor automatically delivers content to end users in real time as they work in your key enterprise applications, making it effortless for them to get the help and guidance they need when they need it. Here's a generic software project lifecycle showing our utility in every phase. Planning teams can actually document the current state, reducing the risk of starting with a false starting point, which can have negative ripple effect on the future state. Project and build teams eliminate unnecessary iterations and extended cycle times caused by miscommunication between the build team and functional reviewers by using Epilogue to document functional builds for review and feedback. In user acceptance testing, we visually capture testing failures and route these back to the implementation team, providing complete clarity. Once testing is passed, you've also got a huge jump on the required baseline documentation. The training team achieves dramatic productivity gains and volume increases, giving end users much deeper coverage of their applications. By having real-time and deep content at their fingertips, end users' learning retention is at its peak, and support volume is driven down. Support also has a tool to continue to document the application in areas that have the highest support activity. Lastly, operational management and training get important data required for training focus and end-user proficiency in specific transactions. Here's how we do it. It starts with Epilogue Author. Epilogue Author sits in the background and captures everything the authors do as they work through their application. After recording, the author can easily review, edit, and enhance their content as needed to meet the need of that recording purpose. Upon saving to Epilogue Publisher, a review and approval process kicks off, facilitated by Epilogue Publisher's workflow and monitoring capabilities. Reviewers either accept or reject the work. When rejected, the reviewers have the opportunity to easily insert comments to provide specific feedback, which is captured in a dashboard and routed back to the authors for review and adjustment. Once approved, the documentation is put into production, which means different things depending on the project phase. It can mean the current state is documented, the designed functionality meets the spec, user acceptance testing has passed, or end-user documentation is available to end users and support. Epilogue Publisher also provides the means for systems administration and what I call air traffic control. We monitor all aspects of content creation. We monitor utilization and enable you to slice and dice that information for key insight. We We track end-user proficiency and key transactions via our simulation testing capability. We also enable end-user feedback to the system administrator and documentation team for error correction and continuous improvement suggestions. The purpose is to arm you with a platform to manage your content and provide important business information into how to improve effective user adoption. The studies show that effective user adoption is the key.